Looks like we're back to old habits. If you don't know, which I'm sure you probably do, but you might not, you might be new, I used to have an old YouTube channel where I used to do vlogs outside here at a table. It looks like we're doing that again. So, originally I was going to make a rant video on ASPCA commercials that, just make you feel terrible and sad and coerce you into giving them money. And then they're like 2 minutes long, and each of them spend about $200,000 per airing. That's how television airing works. So, anyway. But then I'd realize that, I'd be saying basically what every other YouTuber was saying. Oh, these are too sad. Oh. So, I'm gonna try and do something else. I'm going to be reviewing a commercial that I was directed to while researching commercials. This is one released by the corporation Autism Speaks. Before I even start this, I better put it in the context that I do actually have autism, specifically Asperger's syndrome. This is the worst commercial I've ever seen in anything. I'm obviously biased, but it's very hard to watch this commercial. I'm disgusted and repelled by this. Let's investigate this.
I am autism.
God, that's some ear rape. I didn't edit the audio or anything. This was, every time I looked up this was the quality of the audio. We're only 2 seconds into this and we're already pissed off.
I'm visible in your children, but if I can help it, I am invisible to you until it's too late.
Too late for what? I honestly don't know what that even means. You don't die from autism or anything. That's just not something that exists.
I know where you live.
Okay, Elmo.
And guess what? I live there too.
It seemed pretty standard that if you lived somewhere, you'd know where it was.
I hover around all of you. I know no color barrier, no religion, no morality, no currency.
We don't understand the concept of morality. Really, you're saying autistic people are immoral and have no morals and have no respect and can't even do some basic human functions. They're not people to you, are they? See, this reminds me a lot of those ASPCA commercials that I just mentioned. In those commercials, yes, they do make you sad, and they try to make you sad, and they show all these sad animals. But the reason why this is much different is because they're dehumanizing actual people. They are stripping them of their personality in any sort of, charisma or difference that they might have, and they just strip it away. You have autism. You're a defect. They talk about autistic people like they're issues or defects. They're morally inferior to them. Also, normally when you do this sort of list thing, you do the greatest, most important thing at the end of it. So like saying you're doing a list of stuff. Normally best for last, right? So Autism Speaks apparently has currency over morality. Just let that sit through your mind a little bit.
I speak your language fluently, and with every voice I take away, I acquire yet another language.
What are these kids really doing out of the ordinary? Most of them are just sitting down and relaxing.
I work very quickly. I work faster than pediatric AIDS, cancer, and diabetes combined.
To do what? You're faster than those conditions in what? Autism is not a disease. You cannot, catch autism. You can't get it from a fucking vaccine. You can't get it from anywhere because it's not a disease. It is a neurological condition, and it's a condition that physically affects how the brain develops and, how it's formed, how it's created. It affects that. Different from, what some people might consider what is normally defined as a normal brain.
Normal? Put it in your blog.
Compared to someone with autistic or autism, their brain, it formed differently. They don't have a disease in their DNA or whatever AIDS shit that you're talking about. It's not a disease. You can't get autism it's not.
And if you are happily married, I will make sure that your marriage fails.
If your marriage fails because your kid has autism, your marriage really wasn't that great.
Your money will fall into my hands, and I will bankrupt you for my own self-gain.
What? Really don't understand. Are you talking about therapy or some other form of, thing that you'd pay for someone that has autism, that a normal, what society defines as normal? I know I'm gonna get heat over that. I'm trying the best I can. As you can see, as this goes on, it just gets worse and worse. It just goes down in a huge spiral.
I will make it virtually impossible for your family to easily attend the temple, a birthday party, a public park, without a struggle, without embarrassment, without pain.
Terrible spiral of hate and anger, and have an active contempt for anyone that has autism. To Autism Speaks, anyone that has autism to them is not a person. They are autism. They are a defect. They're defective. They're not a person. They don't feel the same way you are. You are not a person because you have autism.
You have no cure for me. Your scientists don't have the resources, and I relish their desperation.
They say that there's no cure. Then what the fuck's the point? Get money for, therapy or special classes. Don't get money for this bullshit commercials that go on for 3 fucking minutes. There's a lot of moments in this commercial where I'm thinking,
Fucking on about.
Your neighbors are happier to pretend that I don't exist.
I don't give a shit.
Of course, until it's their child.
What, will my autism infect the people down the street from me? Because I have autism, so it's a contagious disease that needs to be stopped. It's talked about like it's a disease, and it needs to be avoided. It's saying, basically, people with autism should be avoided and, ostracized as more than they already are. See, people with autism are frequently the targets of bullying because it delays social development in the brain. So, already they're bullied enough. So you want to pile more bullying on top of the bullying until they just crumble and they crack and they can't take it anymore. I can barely continue this video. We're only like a minute and 10 seconds into the actual commercial.
I am autism. I have no interest in right or wrong. I derive great pleasure out of your loneliness. I will fight to take away your hope.
People who have autism are not sociopaths. They don't get pleasure out of hurting people. See, they're trying to induce fear into a parent's heart, saying that their child, the thing that they care about, the only thing that they really care about, their child, could be infected with this disease that makes them completely incompetent and can't live their lives. That's what they're trying to do. And I hate this. I hate this commercial's guts. I hate Autism Speaks in every part of them.
I will plot to rob you of your children in your dreams. I will make sure that every day you wake up, you will cry, wondering who will take care of my child after I die. And the truth is, I am still winning, and you are scared. And you should be. I am autism. You ignored me. That was a mistake.
A mistake? What? You ignored me, so I'm gonna come to your house and give you autism if you don't give us your fucking money. Autism Speaks is currently, what I believe, the worst corporation worst big corporation, okay? The KKK and NAMBLA aren't really big corporations, not really popular. They are the most evil corporation that there is. They're the most uneducated and biased corporation there is. Do not give Autism Speaks 1 cent. They do not care about people with autism. As evidenced by this commercial, they have nothing but contempt and hatred for them. I know that this commercial came out, 9 years ago, but still, really, you're gonna put this out into the public. People who have a basic grasp on, social interactions would know that you don't put something like this out into the world, okay? If you put something like, I hate Mexicans or something, if you put something like that out, people aren't going to give you shit, okay? The rest is basically a compilation of parents who clearly don't know what the hell they're talking about, saying that we'll defeat autism. Defeat it how? It's not a f***ing disease. You morons. Fuck you from the bottom of my heart. I'll see you guys some other time. Alright, bye.
Hop in the car, go for a ride. You'll never know if you don't try. Don't know where I'm going, but I'm following the night sky. Hop in the car, go for a ride. You'll never know if you don't try. Don't know where I'm going, but I'm following the night sky. Don't know what we're going to find. Come along before I change my mind. Come drink some with us, you will be fine. If you can't bring some, you can't have mine. Hey, zooming and flowing all through the big city where all of the views they keep looking so pretty. We'll keep on driving until we hit the sea. Only go places that we wanna be. Look at the ocean and look at the trees. Just come along and be here with me. Have a good time, it's a guarantee. It's like a movie, but it's in 4D. Scenic views everywhere, acting like we don't care. Driving so fast that we can't even see where we're gonna be. Going to the land of make believe. Please come with me, I'm here on my knees.